McAllister to Dean. It's very, very wet down in that corner. In fact, it's been forked at the second attempt, but Norwich living a little dangerously for a moment there.
Little cameo, Steve Hodge, and the warning signs were there. Look at him thrive on anything from Brian Dean.
He does make those little runs from deep positions into goal-scoring positions, Hodge. He's another one, really, who's been largely out in the cold at Ellen Road with the vast number of midfield players they have there. Good football from Norwich City. Bowen coming forward and finding Fox. Bowen's in here again. Turning up in unusual positions, Bowen. What a versatile... Norwich City in a Cuckoo's first touch shows too much of it to the goalkeeper.
As it comes across, Sharp just helps it on one. He can see all the yellow shirts coming across. There's no way through them, and he tries to go around them. And I'll tell you what, a little bit more bend than that, and on target, and Brian Gunn's
goal, and only the legs of Gunn deny him. Well, he was close to a goal against West Ham in that kind of situation last week, Kevin Sharp.
I think if he gets this off the ground, the problem the defender's got, Pryor doesn't know whether he come to the ball and mark his man, but it's a good spread from the goalkeeper. He hit it well, Sharp.
In there. Well, either side might have scored within the last minute.
That's better. See, there's no faults with that, David Smith. He's hit the target, he's made Mark Beanie make a save, and the goalkeeper did well, not only to save it for me, but to hold on to it.
Analysis, he'd rather be out there. Sutton looks like he'll be the man to hit this. The co-conspirators are Megson and Smith. Here is Sutton. Doesn't find a way through it. It's Sharp. Strachan brings it away. Changing direction, thinking, looking to do something with it, but robbed by Spencer Pryor. Can find the killer ball. Oh, and he's off the post. It's a goal by Chris Sutton. He got a hat-trick here last year in this fixture. He scored at Ellen Road when Norwich won 4-0. He's done it again. Norwich 1, Leeds 0.
Oh, this is marvellous vision from Bowen. A lot of players may have just smashed this across the 6-yard box, but Bowen's aware enough to pick out Sutton. And from there, Sutton is so composed. Doesn't try to blast it. Side of the foot, guides it through a forest of players off the post. That's a fantastic finish, it really is. Just when I was saying they didn't have any width in the previous attack.
Gordon Strachan with the corner kick for Leeds United. Headed away by a Cuckoo who did some very good defensive work that time because McAllister was closing in as well. Here he is. Runs a long way. Fairclough's in there. And nipped away in the nick of time by that Norwich defence for the corner.
Not so sure.
There's not a lot of support yet. Sutton's beginning to get there. Here he is. And Norwich City quite frankly this counter-attacking, Sharp back defending. And here's Dorigo. And, well, there was a lovely construction about that. Now, there was the long game, played beautifully.
That's a smashing ball. There's a ball, he picks him out here. McAllister, it was super play all round. And there again, when they need that touch. And that a more difficult one, in fairness to Brian Dean.
Will this be McAllister or will it be Dorigo? It's Dorigo. Oh, what a save by Gunn! And Rodney Wallace! So close, and Backler can't find his feet. And what an escape for Norwich City. But again, take your hat off to Brian Gunn.
I'm not so sure we should just admire one save, or we're admiring two here. We said again, anything that hits the ground picks up speed. Wallace comes in there, the goalkeeper half blocks it. He gets the luck that he deserves, I would suggest, with it hitting the post, and they scramble it clear. Now watch, it bounces there. Now that's difficult. He doesn't get hold of it, gets the block on it. And make no mistake, had he not got half a block on it the second time, Rodney Wallace would have been celebrating another goal.
Very well in by Chris Fairclough, winning it back. And the conditions really suiting the sliding tacklers. Here's Ruel Fox. Away by Kelly. Norwich City attempting to do what they haven't done in any Premiership game here this season, that is scored two. Dean is in the middle, he's the only one who is at the moment. Wallace might go all the way on his own, and he squeezed it in as well. Rodney Wallace, with his 8th goal in 8 games, makes it 1-1, and that really was the finish of a predator.
It's no more than they've deserved for the second half performance. But once again, Strachan and McAllister are involved. And look at the ball, it sets them clear there. But he's got an awful lot to do here. This isn't easy. But a man on form, he makes his mind up, he's going for goal. And Brian Gunn, I think, is just fooled by the way it squeezes through a ruck of players. He's probably expecting this ball to go across him at the far post. But look at Wallace, he squeezes it into the narrowest of angles, the narrowest of spaces, into that near post area.
And once again, Leeds have smelt blood. Sharp. Away by Mixon.
I would suggest that Norwich have got an awful lot of defending to do in this game if they're going to get out of it with a result.
Here's Ruel Fox. 20 minutes to go here. Fox and Dorigo can see the funny side of that. Sharp, he's got through again, an 18-year-old, and feeds it inside to Dean here, and it comes out to Rodney Wallace, and saved on the line.
Well, that's incredible. Colin Woodthorpe's a hero there for Norwich. But Rodney Wallace, I think, will believe he should have put his side ahead. But again, what a very positive and confident run from Kevin Sharp. Picked up the ball, went straight at them.
Well, living on their nerves at the moment, Norwich City. Rodney Wallace was so close to another. Leeds just a wee bit rampant at the moment. Here's McAllister. Dorigo. Hodge, and that will be a corner kick. Now here's his chance again. It's flicked on by Weatherall. Newman gets it away, and just as well he did, because there were white shirts waiting to pounce. Now Fairclough nodding it down, but not the right angle. Up comes Beanie, who must have thought for a little while that his record of never having been beaten while being in goal for Leeds United in the league was going to go tonight, but no, Leeds have come back with an equaliser. He's got him behind them, and Kelly has just given Gunn the chance he wanted. He's still got it though. Gary Kelly, and offside here. This isn't going to count. It's not going to count.
What a glorious chance again. And yet again, guys, two very committed players here. You've got to be brave in this situation. Both players have to, and both players were. That one probably right. You see it here. He's looking at just as the ball's played. Watch him step up there. I mean, again, look at that. What a danger. Who'd be a linesman?
Absolutely. Now here's Alathorn. Oh, no, another chance. This time, yes! Efana Kuku, and Mark Beanie, the goalkeeper, might have a nightmare or two about that. Norwich are back ahead, and a Kuku who's missed two glorious chances.
is probably his most difficult chance because he's under pressure all the way there. The shot didn't possess a great deal of power, and Mark Beanie will look at that and wonder why he hasn't held on to it. But full credit to Cuckoo, not for the shot first time, but for being alive enough here to get up off the ground. Look how quickly he's back on his feet, and he pops it under the goalkeeper. Lovely finish.
His 8th goal of the season and the first time he's ever scored in the league at home for Norwich since his £750,000 move. But here come Norwich, trying to do some more defending as Wallace breaks through this time. Now Sharp. Leeds have dominated the second half and now find themselves behind.
Incredible. I wouldn't have believed the scoreline. In the 80th minute, with all the pressure Leeds have put on Norwich. The classic counter-attack. They said they would be looking for it, and they warned about the pace of Cuckoo.
Now can Leeds bite back? Weatherall was trying to win it on the near post. Leeds with just everybody forward. One of them's Wallace here! Oh! And that could and probably should have been the equaliser.
Well, he does everything right apart from hitting the target. Watch the way he controls this. Now that's more like it. Close to his body. It's there to be hit. The only thing he does wrong is he drags it across. But
here is Whelan. Teenager Strachan. And Dean with the clever little header. For Leeds United, here's Rod Wallace. Kelly. Now McAllister, is he going to line up another long shot? Comes to the far post for Hodge, flicked, and again Whelan tried it, it was blocked, and out again, and what a fizzer that was from Dorigo. That was really travelling at the speed of sound, it seemed.
Oh, he hits this like an exorcist.
And Mr. Mixon is going to go in the book for his trouble there. Dorigo floats it in as Leeds look for a late salvation. Banged away by Sutton, who's back defending. United's first defeat in 15 matches, only the 3rd home win in the Premiership. That's the hero, no doubt about it, for Norwich City. Player of the Year last season, many more performances like that. He'll be Player of the Year again this season, the Scotland International. And the significance of that is that now Norwich, with 2 games in hand on Leeds in this battle for second place, are only 5 points behind them. Cuckoo, who scored what was the winner, and Rodney Wallace with his 8th goal in 8 games, the equaliser for Leeds. Chris Sutton it was who scored the first goal of the game, and a very good one it was too, in off the post. It's Norwich City 2, Leeds United 1. That'll move Norwich up a place or two, and I don't know, maybe it's time we got real. The battle could be for second place, though there might be 1 or 2 hoping for a Manchester United slip-up, but it is a yawning gap, Andy, isn't it?